Man, what's going on with y'all, man? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everything is going good with you guys. And before we get into the content, make sure y'all go subscribe to my Patreon. That link is in the description below. Over there, I do exclusive content. I go more into depth into things I talk about on my YouTube. So if you want to see more in depth from me, go subscribe to that Patreon, $5 memberships. Appreciate you. So what we're going to be discussing today is why masculine presence is important. I think more often than not, a lot of our problems with women come down to the energy that we're exuding when we're around a woman. Because the thing is, what we got to understand is when you're obsessed with a woman's looks and you're so worried about doing the right thing, trying to prove that you're the one, trying to show her that you can give her the world, a lot of time that's giving off feminine energy. So when you're with the woman, she can pick up on that energy. Women are all about feelings and emotions. So when she's with you, if she feels like she's with her homegirl, there's not gonna be no sexual energy. Ain't none of that finna be going on. And a lot of us, we may start off as masculine, as confident. Me for several years, we will start off like that, but what happens is we get comfortable with the person. And that comfortability, it kills the attraction because you got to keep the same energy with the woman. So if you came in ambitious and confident, but now all of a sudden, since she's around you more, you're starting to, you're not going to the gym as much. You're not as focused on your craft as much anymore. And a woman picks up on that because that masculinity, that having that presence is all about a sense of strength. It's a sense of purpose and drive. A woman, that's why if a woman fell for you because of your confidence and you start to become unconfident and unsure of yourself and you need to be around her more, you're becoming more timid, you're not as assertive anymore. When those things start to lack off, she's gonna have to fill that role. And when she starts to fill that role, that's when the negative complaining starts. Not the good complaining, but that's when the negative complaining starts. That's when the attitude starts. That's when the sex slows down. This is why you can't fake confidence. A woman is naturally gonna bring out what you already are. So if you come in like you this confident guy, like you're this guy that's super focused and you really not, you're gonna get exposed. Because women for some reason are like our kryptonite. They like our kryptonite. A feminine woman is like our kryptonite and she's gonna expose your weaknesses. So you better make sure that you're on point when you with her. And it all starts with you. It all starts with you, the man in the mirror. It starts with your mindset, your mentality. You gotta be sure about yourself. You have to feel good about you because for me, for so many years, internally, I needed a woman to validate the void I have in my life. And all a void is like you feel like something is missing. Like deep inside of your gut, when you feel like something is missing, oh, if I get this woman right here, I'll be complete. You're not saying this out loud, but subconsciously is what you're thinking. You thinking another person can make you happy. But the only person that can make you happy is guess who? And this is why I stress so much on this channel about finding a bigger purpose, because when you have something bigger, there's no person on earth that can try to fill that, or no material thing. So when you have a bigger focus, it fills that void in your life. It makes you feel complete. See, a lot of us men, we're drifting. Shout out to Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. We're drifting because this woman is not texting us back. This person did this to us. So a lot of times we're just feeling sorry for ourselves. We're blaming ourselves. We get a woman that we're really attracted to, but we fumble the ball because we self-sabotage her because we don't believe in ourselves. We're not really focused on nothing bigger. And the woman picks up on that, which is why she dips out. Because again, you lack masculine presence. It's all about being masculine, assertive, confident. If y'all didn't know, money, cars, houses, all that stuff is cool, but it doesn't turn a woman on. It doesn't turn a woman on. What turns a woman on is you. You being masculine, you being a man. That's what turns a woman on. And if she doesn't feel, it's a feeling. If she doesn't feel that energy, then she gone. She not rocking with you like that. And a lot of times, a lot of us try to act like we confident, but it's really arrogance, which is a lack of confidence. And here's the good thing about us being a man, right? As a man, when you're in that masculine vibe and you taking care of business, you focused on, you know what I'm saying, your purpose and your family and your fitness and your finances, when you're focused on those things and your swag and your hygiene, when you locked in on that and learning more knowledge, you know what I'm saying, when you're locked into those things, that right woman, she's gonna be in her feminine. And I'm not saying, like, as a man, you're gonna have some feminine sides to you. You need a good dose of that. But I feel like you should be 75% masculine, 25% feminine. And a woman is gonna be about the same, 75% feminine, 25% masculine. And all that means is it has to be a good balance. Nobody's 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't 100% masculine is just unrealistic. That's like a robot. That's unrealistic. You know, another thing that we do is a lot of times for me, when I would be kicking it with a woman that I really like, I would be in my head overthinking or thinking about what this creator said on YouTube to do. And a woman can pick that up. They can pick up when you're not there in the present and you overthinking things. Do I do this? Do I try to, go in for the kids? Do I try to, go in for the massage? Like, they pick up those things. They can see when you kind of second guessing yourself, because women are very intuitive. But a man who is sure of himself, he's feeling like, man, what else you got for me to offer? Let me see if I should want to rock with you. So it's all about your mindset and the way you think. Because a lot of us are coming from this place of, let me try to prove myself to her. Let me show her I'm the one. Let me try to do the right thing. And that's the biggest thing. When you're coming from a lack of abundance, when you're coming from scarcity, you're trying to do the right thing. You're afraid to mess up. You don't want to mess things up. And by you not wanting to mess things up, you mess things up, AKA self-sabotage. And the way you get out of self-sabotage is by having abundance. See, a lot of us, we're walking around with that fear of loss, that fear of never being loved. That's what we're walking around. Fear of being second place, fear of finishing last. And because you have that fear, you attract it to you and it becomes a reality. That's facts. That's why you have to think abundantly, because this is all energy. It's all energy. So you have to think abundantly to attract what you want to you. And I'm not saying that it's all about being in tune and thinking positive. Nah. It's all about working on yourself, believing in who you are, taking action every single day, being disciplined, being consistent in what you do. That's what it's about. That's what creates the life that you want. It's the consistency, the discipline, the commitment. That's what it's all of it into one. And that's what it's all about. That's why I said it's all about being masculine, finding that inner drive in you, finding that fuel in you. What makes you go? Because that's what a woman is going to be attracted to, but you got to maintain it. You can't just fall off because you got the woman, or I can just sit back on the couch. I ain't got to date her no more. I ain't got to do this. I can be funny. I can be goofy with her. Because when you do that, you're going to give off the friendship vibe. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gone.